Hello, in this video I'll show you how I can create an effect of a piece of metal having gotten cut in half by, let's say, a laser. So I'll just create a box. This will be the, say, sci-fi door right here. I'll just center it and I'll just quickly create some details on this door here. And here's the door. And now I'm going to model a separation right here. So pretty much I'll just collapse this. And what I can do is just double click here to loop this. And I can just, let's say, chamfer this, open, just have a small chamfer amount right here. And I'll just delete the left half here. And here what I can do is, let's say, go into border and then use rapid tools, a free collection of 3S Max strips, then use topology and then rapid quad cap right here. Notice you get a bad result here. So what I can do is try selecting some vertices here and then redoing it. Alright, and now I have a much better result right here. I just selected these two vertices right here. We still get some stretch polygons here, but that's fine. There we go. And so now what I can do is quickly crease this. Now in this case, I don't really have any edges I want to be smooth here. So what I can do is just select all the edges and just give this a uniform crease value here. And then let's say open subdiv, 2 iterations, and there we go. And smooth, just to get rid of the smoothing groups right here. And then edit poly. Alright, and now I'm going to just quickly unwrap this just by using UV map right here. Just make this box. Alright, and now I'm just going to go into vertex paint. And now just switch this first option right here, vertex for display unshaded here. And first thing I'll do is just change this to pure black right here, and then fill. And then switch the color to white here. And decrease the opacity here, and then use paint. And begin painting on the inside right here where I want it to be glowing. What I can also do is just Control Z. I'll just go into the front right here and just use, let's say, face right here. Just select all these polygons here. And now I can just fill like so. And now I can switch back to paint and perhaps decrease the size as well and just begin painting around here. Well, notice how right now it's not painting because it needs some polygons selected here, so I'll just go back to the base layer right here and now I can paint here. And if you want more resolution, you can always just open subdiv, and then return to vertex paint. And for example, I can smooth this out here by using blur all. Alright, now that I got this right here, I'll just switch back to disable vertexual display. Alright, now let's set up the material right here. So first I'll just create a V-Ray material right here. Alright, next I'll create a V-Ray blend material right here. And I'll plug this to be the base. And next I'll create a V-Ray light material right here. Now if you're not using V-Ray, you can just find a material in your render of choice that just kind of makes objects glow here. And I'll just make the strength, let's say 4 or 5 or however bright it wants to be. Direct illumination on, and I'll just make this, let's say, a reddish color here. And now just scroll down here and use the vertex paint, vertex color right here. And so I will plug this into coat 1 and this into blend 1. And so what that's doing is that it's making this metal material here the base material, and then the first coat material will be this right here, and then map 55 vertex layer will be used as the alpha right here, basically telling us where this red material is going to be applied on the object. So now I can just apply the blend material here, and then we can see what kind of result we get. And here's the result. But if you've ever seen hot glowing metal before, you know that it kind of transitions from red to orange to very bright yellow right here. We can use a reference image to get more accurate colors here. In order for us to get this kind of a gradient effect where it goes from less hot to more hot right here, we can actually use color correction right here. So I'll plug this color correction into, let's say, blend 2, and this one into blend 3. However, we actually need to put something into there, because all these blend right here are just for the alpha. So here what I would do is just make 2 more copies right here. And for this one, I'll pick a color in the middle right here. And for this one, I'll pick something right at the end right here. So this will go into coat 2, and this will go into coat 3. And then I will plug this into the map right here. And I'll make another one right here. And plug this into blend 3 right here. There we go. So the original one is going to go into blend 1, and then color correction, first one blend 2, and then second color correction in blend 3 right here. And for the first color correction here, I will just make it less bright right here. So the reason this will work is because we've got this kind of vertex paint right here. And so right now, this is going to make this most red one right here, the least hot right here. That's going to be coat 1. However, if we take this and if we make this less bright, and this will be used for blend 2, which is going to be used for coat 2, then what that's going to do is overwrite this. So it's going to replace this material with this one. However, since we make it less bright, it's going to kind of decrease in size right here. So this will be red, and then this material, the second one, will be a little bit less right here because it's going to be a little bit less bright here. So it's going to overwrite just this part, not the outside part. And then with color correction 3, we're going to make it even less bright, even darker here. So it's going to be even smaller in size right here. So in order to see that in execution here, I will just make this, let's say, -10, and I'll make this -20 here, even darker. And we're going to see how this looks. And you can see how now we get this effect, how it transitions from red to orange to bright yellow right here. And you can of course modify that by going to here and perhaps making this, let's say, -30. And I'll just make a copy right here. Now we can see how this new one looks here. And you can see how it's now a little bit more concentrated right here. In order to give the effect of a door being kind of melted in half right here, what I can do is just, let's say, Control V to copy this, and then I can use, let's say, a mirror right here on the x-axis. There we go, to get the left half right here. And so what I can do is to kind of have it be a little bit wobbly here in the middle. So what I would do is just go into the polygons of object level, by angle. But now what I can do is apply, let's say, FFD 4x4x4 or FFD box. That way I can actually go in here and increase number of points right here. Let's say increase the height to, let's say, 12. And now I can go into the front right here, control points. But now if I move the control points, you can see it's only moving the inside here. So actually what I need to do is go back here, and whether in vertex level or polygon level, what I can do is just actually increase soft selection right here. Right, get something like right here. And now I'll get this kind of wobbly effect here. There we go. Another thing I can do is, of course, use noise. There we go. Maybe move it apart a little bit. Alright, one more issue we can solve here is that right now it's looking very symmetrical right here. That's because this is just a copy. However, thanks to Vertex Paint, I can just go in here and quickly modify this. So I can just kind of add some variety to the left side right here. And now I've got this asymmetrical effect here where there's a variety of heat distribution right here. Thank you for watching and take care.